Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be my top 10 unique fragrances, and this is a tag video. The beautiful Manahil perfume rum here on YouTube did this video and then decided to make it a tag, and she tagged some of our frag friends here on YouTube. So I do have 10ish because you guys know I like to pair things up, kind of do either or, and I do have one honorable mention. So these perfumes are my designer slash luxury perfumes, and I do have a unique celebrity perfume that I kind of wanted to mention really quick. I have already seen Manahil's video, Anna Absolute, and Takara Thompson's, and I'm gonna list all three of them down below. There were a few that I was like, damn it, I wanted to add that one to my list, but they had it and I could have added it. But they're great videos, so I'd rather you guys see something different. So I'm gonna link their videos below. I'm sure some of our other friends are gonna do this video, but so far those are the three that I have seen. So let's go ahead and get into the list. Okay. So first up, I'm not gonna go over notes. I'm just gonna go over what the perfume is described as and why I find it to be unique. My honorable mention is Eau de Gaga by Lady Gaga. This one is minty, leathery, and fresh. And this is actually going to be in my next video, so I'm not gonna go into details with this one, but if you like fresh unisex scents that are unique, there's a leather note in here, go ahead and check out this one. But I wanted to kind of mention that one because the rest are going to be designer slash luxury. So first up is the House of Mugler. Now this house in general to me is a unique perfume house. I know L'Oreal bought them out, so I wonder how this house is going to do in the future, but Aura, Alien, Womanity, Angel, all their perfumes, in my opinion, are out of the box. The one I am going to be reviewing is Angel, and this is Eau de Parfum, because to me, the EDT is more wearable, and I don't want to say it's not unique. I feel like the EDT, I have other perfumes that actually smell and vibe the same. I don't have anything that vibes like Angel, and if someone is wearing Angel, I know it. So that is why I am starting this list off with a very polarizing, loud, unique scent, and that is Angel. And this perfume was released in the early 90s, and when I spray this, I am transported up north. And this has tons of notes. To me, I don't really pick up too many. I pick up the chocolate in here, the patchouli, and then I do pick up some of the fruits in the opening. But this perfume is unlike anything I have, and that is why it made it on this top 10 unique list. And again, that is Angel, the Eau de Parfum by Mugler. Then next is, this is Herb, and this is just a very beautiful, creamy, nutty sandalwood scent. Now I did recently pick up a larger bottle of this, but it is something that Dennis isn't crazy about, so my sister fell in love with it as well, so I gave her the larger bottle. I will say that over time this perfume does change a little bit, so I was able to compare my newer tester bottle to this one that again has kind of changed a little bit, and not in a bad way. When I got the tester bottle, that one was very much sweet and sandalwood, but it also had like the jasmine. I pulled it a little bit more in that one, and it came off more, I don't want to say floral, but it just had kind of like the soapiness. As this starts to settle, the vanilla to me comes out, and I do pick up the chestnut. This has more of a nuttiness to it, and it's sweeter and creamier. So if you let this kind of sit, the vanilla can get a little stronger and the sweeter notes. So this to me is a very creamy, nutty sandalwood scent. If you do not like sandalwood, I would steer clear from this scent. Just like if you do not like patchouli, stay away from Angel. This has a very strong, heavy note of sandalwood, and I think that's the note that pulls a little masculine on me, and Dennis isn't. He likes me to smell girly. So that is, this is Her by Zadig and Voltaire. So next up we have two. We have Jimmy Choo, the Eau de Parfum, and Jimmy Choo, the Eau de Toilette. And these are very beautiful, and to me, scents I do not have in my collection. And I even think that it's worth having both because they smell pretty different in my opinion. This you can wear more year round and every day. So this one's like fruity, woody, and sweet. And it's really hard to describe it without like mentioning notes because it isn't like anything I have. And then the Eau de Parfum is again sweet, woody, but it's more patchouli heavy. And also there's a note of toffee that I never used to pick up when I first got this perfume. But this was to me a very patchouli heavy scent. And now I can pick up the toffee. So on the dry down, this does have a slight sweetness to it that I never used to get before, but it is still a very patchouli heavy scent. I think a man can pull this one off, whereas this one I find to be a little bit more feminine. This one is patchouli, toffee, woody, and warm spicy. And again, that's Jimmy Choo the EDP and Jimmy Choo the EDT. Now I do have Jimmy Choo Fever. I don't find that one to be unique. I love Jimmy Choo Fever, but I do have other perfumes in my collection that to me smell like Jimmy Choo Fever, whereas these two, I don't have anything like these in my collection. Then next we have Valentino Donna. And this is a very beautiful floral, but what makes this one unique is the leather note. Now, this does have rose in it, and it is a little more vintage, but I don't know if it's because of the leather. I actually like this one. I will say that there is a little bit of that makeup-y. I feel like vintage rose does that. Vintage rose gives off kind of like that makeup-y powder vibe. And that's something I don't care for, but it does go away after it settles on my skin. And then I pick up the leather, but it is something that also fades. And then it just becomes a very pretty powdery floral. It's like a fresh, dewy floral scent in my opinion. And it's unlike any other rose I have. I do have a lot of different rose perfumes that to me are a little unique, but this one is one of my more unique rose scents. There's also like a slight sweetness to this one, but it is a more vintage style without crossing that line where I don't like it, in my opinion. Again, that's Valentino Donna. Okay, then next we have Tom Ford's Velvet Orchid. And this is another very beautiful floral scent, but this is more of your grown woman floral scent. I find Valentino Donna to be very feminine. This one, I'm not gonna say it leans masculine, even though I know men have said that they've worn this. I can see a man pulling this off, but it is a more grown woman floral scent in my opinion. There's honey in here, although I pick up the honey better in Lumiere. I think if I ever repurchase this perfume, it would be Lumiere, because to me the honey in there is done very beautifully, and then it pretty much fades to Velvet Orchid. I think this one has suede, and to me that just kind of smooths this scent out. And there's a slight booziness to this one. It's unlike any floral that I have in my collection. Very grown, very sexy. One that I do prefer in cooler months. Even though floral, you think of spring, it is one I prefer in cooler months. And again, that's Tom Ford's Velvet Orchid. And then this next one, I do find this house to be another house like Mugler where they do very beautiful, unique scents. I do think they're a little bit more likable, but that is Hermès, and this is Twilly de Hermès. And I just love this scent because my skin pulls the ginger and the sandalwood in this scent a lot. This is a very zesty, powdery, woody scent. And this one's described as white floral, warm, spicy, tuberose, citrus, woody. There's no musk in here, but for whatever reason, this perfume just pulls powdery. I've said that this perfume could very much be a unisex scent, but then the powderiness kind of almost softens it a little bit. And it just started raining, so I'm sorry. We pretty much get rain every day in Florida right now. But this, again, beautiful. This is Twilly de Hermès, and I don't have a ginger sandalwood like this in my collection. So I reviewed this one, and I know I've said that It isn't something I think is worth the price, but it doesn't change the fact that I do find this perfume to be unique, and that is Soleil by Lalique. I had a viewer ask me what would I compare this to, because they were thinking of getting it, and I'm like, honestly, I couldn't tell you because I don't have anything like this in my collection. But this is a very beautiful, soft, spicy, citrus, lactonic scent. It opens up very citrusy, bright, effervescent, and then it kind of settles down to a sweet, warm, spicy, creamy scent. And I don't have anything like it. I just wish it projected a little bit more. The notes in here, let me look up the notes, because the notes in here sound like they would be loud, but they're not. So this has mandarin orange, cardamom, almond. It has coffee, pear, jasmine, milk, candied almond, caramel. When I saw those, I'm like, man, this is going to be like a really beautiful summer gourmand. And it is a very beautiful summer gourmand, but the cardamom in here isn't strong. The almond in here isn't strong. And not that the perfume is weak, it's just blended in a way that makes this kind of light. Those notes are a little bit more light in my opinion. So this is like a soft, warm, spicy. It's a soft, sweet scent, but still a very beautiful scent. It isn't one that I'm mad that's in my collection. So again, that's Soleil by Lalique. These next two kind of fall in the same line as Toile de Hermes. I think these are very bold women scents. And the first one is YSL's Libre. And I've tried to pronounce it French before, but I'm just going forward. I'm going to say it in Spanish. Libre, libre. It all means liberated. I think this scent is gorgeous. It smells like money. This is something that to me a rich woman would wear. This opens very citrus heavy. In the beginning, I kind of was taken aback with how citrus this was. It's like lemon and orange almost. I don't know what the notes are, but it was very citrus. And then when this dried down, it became more fresh, spicy, and clean. There is a note in the top and the mid of lavender, which I think makes this scent absolutely stunning. I love lavender in my perfumes, and I don't have anything that smells like this in my collection. People do say that it can lean a little masculine. It does, but in the best way. This is a very gorgeous scent for a strong woman. So I get the whole masculine vibe, and it was done beautifully in this scent. And again, that's YSL's Libre. And then this next one is another one that I find unique in my collection. It's one I wasn't crazy about in the beginning, but now I absolutely love it. And that is Prada La Femme. This is a very classy, again, money, strong woman, boss lady scent. That video is coming. Boss lady scents is coming, and this is one of them. This is clean, but also sweet. There's a note of beeswax in here that makes this a different kind of sweet. There, you know, it is like the name would imply. It's got a waxiness to it. And when I first wore it, I wasn't sure I was gonna like it, but the more and more I wear this scent, the more and more I love it. Oh, yeah. Again, clean, classy, boss lady, and then it's got like a sweetness to it. Both of these are, again, money scents. I think the sweetness in here makes this one a little bit more feminine than Libre. So the last scent is actually my scent of the day and what inspired today's look, and that is Flora Botanica by Balenciaga. I do not have anything that smells like this in my collection, nor have I smelled anything like this. This is aromatic. This is green. This is floral, but like a dry floral. This is very plant-like. So there is a note of cannabis in this. Not like smoking weed, but like the actual cannabis plant. I've never smelled cannabis, if I'm being completely honest. I've never smelled the plant, so I couldn't tell you if it smelled like that. But I can say that this does have a very green, like a potted plant scent. I've mentioned that in one of my other videos that I do pick up. And then again, like a very dry floral scent. It's very crisp and fresh. So good. I did recently try Rosa Botanica. So this has rose in it, but this is more fresh. Whereas to me, Rosa Botanica came off more powdery and more vintage. This one's gorgeous. Those are my top unique scents in my collection. I do feel like I could have added more. Again, there are other videos I will have linked down below. Let me know in the comments below what are some of your favorite unique scents in your collection. But that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like me and haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Click the notification bell so you know when I upload. And until next time, guys, bye.